And welcome back to Let's Play Nerds spelled with a 3. You didn't expect this, it's the Inquisition. Uh, yep, so last we left off, I was going through the Elysian court. What better place to court Elysians? And, I got kind of like lost and confused where I was supposed to go. So we're gonna catch back up where we last left off, where I actually was supposed to go to the servants' quarters. I hadn't previously, so that's we're gonna go to the servants' quarters, and it actually gets to the part where fighting happens. So I'm gonna cut all that out just to the story bits, and yeah, let's get to it. Open the inventory menu to equip weapons and armor.
Breath painful, stabbing, and then real stabbing. Lungs full, frothing, scent of apples as it all goes black.
They're already dead. You can't help them. Don't let their memory overwhelm you.
Oh, okay, yeah, no full-on battle out here. Oh yeah, well this is the area that they did say no one was coming back from.
Should we look around?
Whoa.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
He doesn't belong. Even if he weren't dead, he would be wrong.
It's a rather unique
of the Chalon
knife.
family. Duke Gaspard will answer for this.
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Whoa! Got some spinning assassins. Yep, you're not going anywhere.
Is that Elven? Odd to find it here.
Stored sorrow, hidden hurt. She couldn't throw it away.
Fancy meeting you here. Inquisitor Llewellyn, slumming in the servants' quarters with the rest of your people, for once. We haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala.
I'm glad to meet you finally, Ambassador.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. Will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
Gaspard killed him, I think. The knife has a Chalon crest on the hilt.
I knew it. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
The Empress needs to know what's going on.
You can try to warn her. She won't believe anything from me. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador, I'll give you that.
I do, don't I? I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just a thought. More politics and double dealing. Is there
okay
anyone
on there?
here who is not corrupt?
Nope. I highly doubt it. Did I collect any
Don't need a
keys?
second bill. fashionably late now.
Oh, I should actually, yep. It's a bummer. I want to see if there's a door I could open from that.
We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de Chalon. Welcome to my party.
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor.
It's that simple.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted.
Is there an option to take Josie on dancing? Maybe I
Has
just
the Danish
didn't notice
gained a
that.
sudden passion for politics? What do you know about our civil war?
I assure you, the effects of this war reach far beyond the borders of the Orlesian Empire.
Perhaps it does. I should not be surprised to find the Empire is the center of everyone's world.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
I think I can agree with that, yes.
Then you have lifted a terrible burden from my heart, Inquisitor. The world is filled with doubt and uncertainty. Fear
what?
rules more hearts than any empire. I know you arrived here as a guest of my brother Gaspard, and have been everywhere in the palace. You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
There's no need for concern. I've come here to help Orlais.
Helping Orlais has a variety of meanings depending on whom you ask. Kindness to some is cruelty to others. You
What?
cannot be a savior to them all. To some you must be a monster. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
I believe the
I'm gonna
ambassador is my
lose. I'm
best
gonna
ally.
lose approval for this, aren't I?
How far
Yep.
will you go, I wonder, for the sake of that allegiance? It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
Wow.
You have little time.
I say anything reasonable.
The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming. May Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
What's my approval at? I bet it's looking really bad. That's fine.
Maker's breath. You danced with the Grand Duchess and I didn't prepare you. Are you all right?
It didn't go
It's
well.
bracing. I need a drink now.
You've spent too much time with the Grand Duke, I think.
Were you dancing with Duchess Floriane?
More important.
Oh man, everyone's talking about it.
Quarters. I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
I found Gaspard's knife in the lower levels, used to kill a man. His sister confirms he's the traitor.
She offered up her own brother? She's more cutthroat than I realized.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is pointless. She needs these talks to succeed, and to flee would admit defeat. Then perhaps we should let her die.
I won't stand by and let her die.
Listen to me carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos. Even with Celine alive, that could still happen. To foil
got
his
a
plan,
point.
the Empire must remain strong. This evening, someone must emerge victorious.
And it doesn't need to be Celine.
Oh.
She's right.
Do you realize what you're suggesting, Leliana? Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
How should I support Briala? I assume she can't be Empress.
She can't. She can, however, be the power behind the throne, with Gaspard.
True. She could never control Celine, not with their history.
So Celine dies and Gaspard takes the throne. Briala would need a way to control him, some kind of leverage.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the royal wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
All right. Oh boy, I feel so bad about all the like the little like slow ticking as I was spending too much time in that one area, and then to like meet that with this dance where I just went down like 30 something points. Boy.
Are all the Delancés here? Maker, I hope not.
Inquisitor?
Hello?
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of. The dancing is so dull, your worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent. Yvette. Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Royal must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We will be happy to assist you.
Because there was an X above your head.
Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
I made a fascinating discovery. An elven locket in the Empress's vault.
Oh dear. That is very interesting.
I'll get Her Majesty.
Inquisitor, I regret that we did not have time to speak earlier. No doubt you have questions about many things.
I found an elven locket sealed in the palace vault. You must have considered it quite valuable.
It was sentimental. I don't know why I kept it. It was a foolish thing to do.
Maybe you kept it because you still care for Briala.
I do. It is not wise, but we cannot always be wise. Thank you for coming tonight, Inquisitor. I have business to attend, but I hope we will speak again.
Alright, so we're here to stop assassination, but I had to stop and talk to her about a locket. Not only that, but one she was indecisive about. Hey, she's right here.
Lavellum, how many of the guests have mistaken you for a kitchen servant? You haven't dazzled the court this evening, but at least you've avoided embarrassing yourself. Well done. What brings you to me?
I found an elven locket hidden among Celine's things. This isn't yours, is it?
Let me see that. She kept this. What was she thinking? If Gaspard had found this, it would have ruined her.
It might have meant something to her.
Or she held on to it in case she needed something.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not?
We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Some of those might have gone a bit far.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone fights an archdemon and lives to tell. It's an inspiration.
I'm curious. What did you hear about the fight with the Archdemon?
They say the army of the Inquisition fought a desperate stand at Haven against the forces of an old god. As the battle raged,
Oh, the Haven
you
fight.
faced down evil incarnate. Spell against spell. Its forces had you trapped. And you cast down a mountain upon the Archdemon and escaped.
Even if 1/10 of that is true, it's a remarkable feat.
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Ready? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
Hey, my corporate went up. Nice. Is there a reason to add the extra step of equipping everything every single time I get here? Like, is there a reason they can't just automatically swap out my gear? Like when I go to Skyhold and I'm just wearing my casual outfit, then I...
Hello? Is anyone there?
let's go to the door.
Anybody?
Oh. Requires more statuettes. Got it. Okay, no, let's find out what screaming was. Uh-oh. Wow, what a mage thing to do.
Oh, thank you.
You can see she used her dagger on the side of your head.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Takes great courage to come to the Royal Wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her.
That's weird.
Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Something like that could destroy Briala, if it were known.
No. Some know she has a history with the Empress. But they believe she was just a favored servant. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
You painted Orlesian assholes! When I get out of this, I'll butcher you like...
There's a rift.
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. Oh, poor rabbit. It was cruel of your handlers to send you to be trampled underfoot. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
At this point, I'd think disappointment was an old friend.
You poor deluded thing. You don't know half of what Samson and I have planned. And now I suppose you never will. In their
Thank you for not
no one
monologuing.
imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill him, and bring me his marked hand. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
And just his tits, what was all that?
Uh-oh.
Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
Or were you not intentionally fighting against me?
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Sticking fancy cheesemongers.
Yep, sounds about right.
Want a new job? One that pays better? The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
All right. So we got someone to testify against Briala and someone to testify against the guy whose name is escaping me, but I don't like him. He's not cool. Gordon, Gaston. Yeah, I'll just call him Gaston. That works. I think you know who I'm talking about when I say Gaston. Uh-oh. Is Bertrand his name? How am I for Gaspard? It's Gaspard. How was I blanking on his name the entire time?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
It's a tough decision because I do like Briala, but then also... No, let's save the Duchess. No, I want...
The Duchess will assassinate Celine personally. Wait for her to strike, then grab her.
As you command.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
My friends,
I feel bad about this, but I feel like it's going to be helpful in the end.
A child, a lover, a friend consigned to the flames. The darkness has closed in around us, but even now there is light. We must be that light. We must lead our people safely through these troubled times. We must be their guiding star. Tonight, the war dividing us must end.
My friends, we are here to witness a historic moment. A great change is coming for all of us.
Well, don't telegraph it to everybody. Ooh. Oh man, if I knew how telegraphed it was gonna be, I definitely would have saved her and done it sooner.
It went just as we planned. I did this for you, brother.
Me? Have you gone mad?
No, she did. She did it for
You did this for Corypheus.
Yeah, Corypheus, that's his
What
name.
a terrible guest you are, interrupting your host. For Corypheus, kill them!
Oh, okay, loading screen. Wasn't expecting that. Where are we going? Parkour! Whoa!
I should thank
Quick
you.
change.
You
Are
played
you
your
in
part
theater?
marvelously. Both Celine and Gaspard destroyed in a single blow.
I mean, the mask,
Council of
it's...
Heralds
Okay,
will
that was a dumb
devour
question.
each other, and while they do, Corypheus will come. The demons
Why
of
is that
Adamant
floor
are not his only
making me
army.
dizzy?
The Empire will fall, and Thedas with it.
What a pity you won't live to see any of it.
Yeah.
You don't think I came
Boy,
this
I'm
far
way more evil
without
than I thought I would be.
planned?
Oh! I'm Neo.
Your death will be the crowning jewel of my victory tonight.
I love how, like, her outfit is, like, supposed to be stealthy and ninja, but it's also
good
kind of
you to
flashy.
attend my soirée.
Oh, this fight took forever. Man. Look at everyone's health. Look how barely we survived that. And I'm invisible. On the bright side, that weird purple effect is gone. You know what? Let's go check this store over here. I wonder if I needed all of them. No, I got it. Sweet, what's in here?
Wasting your time trying to stir the nobility against me. We are at war.
I hardly have to stir them at all. Your sister murdered Celine. Everyone saw it. You're a traitor by association.
What do you hope to gain, Rabbit? You can't claim Celine's empty throne for yourself.
Maybe not. But I can keep it from you.
With everything I've found on Gaspard, I'm sure Briala can effectively rule the Empire.
I doubt anything in the world, let alone
Everything I
inside
found
the
out, I found
palace,
one
would
dude
be
that's
Rabbit.
like, oh, his sister did a bad thing. Which now everyone knows because they just witnessed her do the killing.
The testimony of the Ferelden mercenary you hired to stage a coup tonight might be enough.
How much weight do you imagine the word of a sellsword carries with the court?
The word of a mercenary willing to speak out against a Grand Duke? You know exactly what that's worth.
Of course, we have the orders issued to your general to sneak troops into the palace.
You've made your point. What are your demands?
I get why is
Don't
this something he
worry,
doesn't want
Your
revealed?
Majesty.
Because they all witnessed it
You'll
happening.
find you can endure them.
If the two of you work together, the Empire can only benefit.
Oh yes. A future of cooperation is surely what you've arranged here, Inquisitor.
I'm not about to forget your part in this. The Inquisition will have all the support I can raise. I promise. The elves of Rolais have a future.
Of course, Sarah
First
doesn't like
time
it.
in centuries. If only Celine, my people will find a way to repay you. I promise you.
Just use this opportunity well.
I will. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. But we're keeping our new emperor waiting. Go give the nobility the good news.
Lords and ladies of the court, it is done. This was not the end any of us would have chosen. But the civil war is over. We stand here as proof of the Empire's fortitude. Our enemies must learn that Ole shall not fall to treachery. We will never surrender our empire. We shall teach them the finality of this truth with steel. With the Inquisition, we will drive the demons back into the Fade. The Maker himself could not protect them from the wrath of the Lion.
Why am I uncomfortable with this statement?
Together, we will assure a future of peace and security.
Okay,
Not
that
just
I'm
for
more okay
Orlais,
with.
but all Thedas.
Gather your
Is
soldiers,
the
my
wording
friends.
of the prompt.
The Empire marches to war.
Oh yeah, her.
Here, at last, I find our absent hero. Hidden away, despite the efforts of all Orlais, to find you. The elves raise glasses in your honor while the newly crowned emperor glowers. 'Tis quite the spectacle.
I imagine so. That's me. I'm a helper.
That's what I do. Fall out of the sky, make bad decisions, and somehow everyone still follows me.
So they do.
That
It seems
I like
am
that
also
sentiment
to
better
join
than
that
what I
esteemed
selected.
crowd. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Gaspard wishes to offer any and all aid to the one who supported his ascent to the throne. So, here I am.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
All right. Uh-oh.
Is everything
Hope there's
all
not conflict between
You
the two of
look
them.
troubled.
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
It was a tumultuous evening, but Orlais is safe now. It was worth the struggle. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Here we go.
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I was hoping you'd ask, my lord.
I should have done that before, like, murder happened, but you know. It's nice that we got the chance to dance. What would have happened if I had gotten that score with the court, like, bottom or top?
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
Oh.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely
To make a decision on who is going to take the place of the
will
divine?
not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why are they too busy to do that? Like, that should be part of their busyness.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
Yeah.
And they certainly will, at a later date.
It's a game about making
Inquisitor
choices,
has
and I
only
choose not
just
to make this
returned. I
choice.
have important business to attend to. You must excuse us, revered mother. Don't let them detract from your victory at Alam Shiral. We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon, Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
Ambassador Briala has not forgotten her debt. You may count on aid from Orlais.
And your actions at
Nice.
Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My
Wait, our
agents
numbers
agree.
match his?
Our victories have shaken his disciples.
They're panicking because we're equal? I mean, then again, they don't have the advantage they previously did, so...
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
Hello?
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
Are you from
What
one of the earlier
Corypheus seeks
games?
in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
His best, if I show you.
If it should... Okay, I have mixed feelings this, because clearly, right, I'm a writer. Show, don't tell, is better. But when someone's like, it's better if I show, like here, instead of me explaining it to you, let me walk all the way over here out of the way.
Artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed.
How'd
I
you get
restored
this here?
one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
Good question. Whoa!
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
No, I would have said, wait. Oh, I just follow her? She literally said she doesn't know where it goes. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll jump in. Oh, there's more. Is this the wood between the worlds? This looks like the wood between the worlds.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Yeah, C.S. Lewis named it the wood between the worlds.
I call it the Crossroads. A place where all Illuvians join.
That's fair. That's a
wherever they
little
might be.
more concise.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, certainly. The
Yeah, so
ancient
where do these
elves
other ones
left
lead?
No roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
Alright.
This place isn't natural. It almost seems constructed. It's as if someone made a pocket within the Fade, with its own rules of reality. If the ancient elves could do this...
I like this, though. This is pretty cool.
It seems remarkable that the Magisters of Tevinter could ever challenge them. Yes.
It's deteriorating. Eventually, this place will simply collapse on itself.
Who can say how old it is? For now, it stands, and thus retains its value.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between.
Other worlds.
Like
yes! Between!
This one.
What between the worlds?
I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can
Makes
be opened
sense.
only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh. Like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
Okay, so this is where he draws power like he would the Fade? Because just the idea of, you know, using this place for
Corypheus desperate,
transportation.
Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Just using it for transportation is impressive enough, I think. Okay, was this here the entire time, or was this just a dead end? Where am I? Oh, it's a garden! The gazebo. Hey, and you're right here.
'Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit. Occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world.
Honestly, I'm surprised we never ran into the desperate and the lost, right? You'd expect there to be a whole bunch of squatters and camps when we got here. I mean, it is like, it's isolated, so maybe they weren't sustainable. Because you need a large group to get, like, the gardens and the food and everything.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tarar Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here,
Sky kept,
they
Skyhold.
reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. It is that he actually may.
Right. I mean, honestly, I don't think we would fear if he just thought he could. Like, obviously, our fear is what he would do.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
I mean, it's a shocking thing. It's an assassination attempt. Or not attempt, it actually happened.
They don't see an empress murdered before their eyes every day.
I must confess, when Celine was killed, my first reaction wasn't sorrow. It was disappointment. How could the Empress of Orlais be taken in by the Duchess's plot?
Celine trusted me, us, to help her.
She trusted she could use us. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
I mean, it was really poorly timed. Like, but wait, are you trying to dance now? All right, I'll just let you dance on the chair there, and I'll just... I got the guys over here by the... I get to sit on the throne.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and...
A box? Am I judging the box?
Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
But we're judging the box.
This is supposed to make sense.
Oh wait, is she in the box?
That was the
There's
time
flies
allotted
around it.
for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
She is in the box. Community service.
Strangely enough, something similar happened to an uncle of Emperor Leandra II. His trade routes were returned to the reigning monarch. Why don't we just follow suit?
A wise choice. Thank you for making it swiftly.
Yep. That's awkward, especially that was the time allowed for a rebuttal. It would have been so funny if they just kind of silently started the box for a while, and then went, "Okay, thank you, box. You can go now." I feel so sorry for the crew for the members that had to carry that in.
Inquisitor.
What's up, Eric?
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't
Self-published,
sell in
man.
LA.
Self-published way to go.
Why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs?
Like, once you got a
Sorry,
fan base going.
distracted. Anyway, you need something?
We got Cassie. Ooh, tell me about Bianca.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
I'm pretty sure she's the...
How do you know Bianca? The lady
She's what he named the
not the crossbow.
cross. Yep.
I met her years
Lady
ago
not the
when she still
crossbow.
lived in Kirkwall, and I was was looking for someone with mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Okay.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought that the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil.
Wait, the surface doors are the more conservative ones?
I heard the wedding was lovely.
That's about expect like the underground ones, right? Because they're like closer to like our cultural center. I guess.
All right.
Oh yeah, she's a mechanic.
Your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
Yeah. Been there. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you in ages. Type of.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Well, glad you enjoyed yourself.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Gaspar should be a steadfast ally. Briala will keep him in check, and look after the elves.
I hope Briala is able to use her position to help our people.
Our people? Who are? Oh, you mean elves? I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Oh, right. I guess it didn't occur to me about his character.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question.
I feel like he considers his, like... I guess his interest in the elves is more his interest in history,
As
right?
for the elves of Orlais, I believe Briala is doing quite well on their behalf. She is an admirable woman.
Well, and then, like, I think his people is more like mages.
Hopefully, with our help, she
Maybe
can
it's
help
more
them
of that
even
aspect.
Yes. However much I identify, or fail to identify, with her people, Briala's efforts have been remarkable. She organized resistance against a powerful enemy, using only her wits and the resources at hand. That demands respect, especially in a world where most would look at her and only see a pair of pointed ears.
Well, that part he can relate to, I would assume. I guess I really should have seen that coming. I mean, he doesn't have the tattoos, so it makes sense that he doesn't relate to them in a cultural sense.
My dear, I'm afraid I must ask you for help.
Mm-hmm. No, this one's more than just
There is
whatever
now
the
chemical
previous
formula
was.
that I must complete,
Right,
but
but
I
just
have
kind of
been
turn it,
unable
you're
to
like,
obtain a
cool.
critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain it. The
Sounds difficult to
chevaliers
find.
working with me were killed in the civil war.
Unless you have a map marker. Possibly a moving one.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I
All right.
eagerly await your success.
I should go talk to Colin. Yes, this is it. This is Colin's little tower. Why doesn't have his face marker on it?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Okay.
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history.
Well, I mean,
These
I can't
gifts to
imagine
the
it was easy
Inquisition,
to
and the
bring
best they
over
can do
here.
is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Well, I mean, it's read what you got, I guess.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation.
Ow?
I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in.
Yeah.
Are you... all right?
Define all right.
It was like walking in a nightmare, but everything was real. I couldn't...
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Oh.
That's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
Nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets...
Yeah, but they don't have this mark on my hand that I
Not
do.
all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
Well, then to be fair, they will be doing a ton of...
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough
There'll be
blood
enough
magic,
they'll
their
be trying to do it, like they'll be making
It's
attempts.
exactly the sort of thing I want to
And
stop
whatever
back
experiments and processes they find
This I don't need.
might be bad.
What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Oh, you're over here.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never
Look
thought
at that
it would
discussion.
gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture.
Well,
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
I still can't get over how different your hair looks without that hood. Oh, another book. 26 out of 48. That 48's a lot. It's a lot I'm gonna have to find. All right. I think that's time. I will see you guys next week. I'll do some more cleaning up around the castle and getting everyone talked to. And all right. So we'll see you guys next week. Do not forget, have an amazing day. Eat something delicious. and hang out with someone you admire.